guys, and welcome to another episode of Get Wedding Ready with me, Wura Manola. So I'm Wura Manola. If you don't know by now, I'm a wedding planner, blogger, vlogger, and an international events planner. So today I've got a very interesting topic, a very useful topic for my newly engaged, my bride-to-bes, and everyone going through that wedding planning process. First of all, congratulations, you're engaged. This is so exciting. You must be excited, you must be like cheesing, you must be like crying and like telling everyone whatever emotion you're feeling, like just congratulations and just soak into it. Like, it's such a good feeling that someone wants to spend the rest of their life with you. It's awesome. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 10 wedding planning tips. These tips are going to help you get the ball rolling for your wedding. These tips are going to help you, stay online with your wedding, have a stress-free wedding. Also, this is going to be your checklist. So get a pen, get a paper, get your hottest beverage or your hottest liquor. I don't know, get whatever you want. Call your mom, your dad, your siblings, your baby, your dog. Just call everyone and just sit down, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So let's get straight into it. So the first tip I have for you is to choose a wedding date. It's so important for you to choose a wedding date because everything revolves around your wedding days. Your wedding vendors are going to ask you what date you're getting married before you can secure them. Before you can secure a venue, you have to have a date in mind. You have to have a date in mind to tell your friends, your family members, and everyone so that they can plan ahead and they can, plan towards your wedding. You also need a wedding date, for financial reasons and budget reasons. You can't set a date that's like 2 months away unless you're incredibly rich, you're a billionaire, and everything is just at your fingertips. But for the rest of us, you need a bit of a time to plan your wedding. So set your wedding dates as soon as you can. Just sit down with your partner and decide when you want to have a wedding. It could be in the summer, it could be in the winter, it could be during your anniversary or your birthdays, or when you adopted your dog, or when you give birth to your first kid. Whatever date you're thinking of having, just sit down and set your date. I'm gonna have videos on every single tip that I'm talking about in this video, so stay tuned for that. So the next tip I'm going to have for you, the second tip I'm going to have for you, is to create a wedding budget. Creating a wedding budget is so important. It's one of the most important things you would have to do during your wedding planning process. Your wedding budget gives you an idea of what kind of wedding you're going to have because of the costs that are going to be involved in it. Your wedding budget allows you to understand how big or how small, how lavish or how elegant your wedding is going to be. Your wedding budget is going to have every single item, that's going to go into your wedding. So your makeup, your videography, your photographer, your food, your bouquet, your shoes, everything is going to be on your budget. So this is also a checklist for you. So look through and say, okay, what have I not got? What do I need to get? And what is still there to book? So make sure you set your wedding budget. There's so many ways you can set your wedding budget, but the best way is to get a simple Excel sheet, put down all your items, put down your vendors, and put down and track it. Also, you need to put an estimated and an actual. But hey, I'm going to talk to you about that in another video, so stay tuned for my how to create a wedding budget video. The next tip I have for you is to get a wedding planner. Wedding planners are so important because they take the stress off you and allow you to go by your everyday life as they plan your wedding. Wedding planning is not a joke, guys. It is so stressful. Planning a wedding is like planning a big project, a huge project. It's very stressful. So you want to get a wedding planner that can help you with that. Also, a wedding planner would have ties in the industry, so she would have some wedding vendors that tip of her fingers that she can get for your wedding that you might not be able to get as quickly because she has a relationship with them. She would also be able to get your wedding vendors way lower than you would be able to get, and also she knows the tricks and trade. So you don't want to make your wedding your trial and error. An experienced wedding planner has tried and has failed, so they know what's good and what's not, whereas you don't. So it is important for you to put your wedding in the hands of someone that can plan your wedding to perfection and you don't have to worry. The next tip I have for you is to create a vision board. It's so important for you to have a vision of what your wedding is going to look like. People usually use vision boards, you know, to project the future, to think about what they want in their life, where they're going to be in a particular year, where they're going to be. And you can do the same for your wedding, you know. And this doesn't have to be a scrapbook pinned on the wall. This could literally be on your phone. This could literally be on a Word document. A vision board helps you see how your wedding is going to be, the design of your wedding, how many people you want at your wedding, what kind of wedding you want, where you want your wedding to be, you know, what kind of feel you want your wedding to have. So create a vision board and put as many things as you can, even if it's pictures that you screenshot on the internet. Put where you want to have your wedding. Do you want a beach wedding, or do you want a hall wedding, or do you want a townhouse wedding? You know, when do you want to have your wedding? By then you have picked a wedding date, so you can, you know, put that there and you have something that you're aiming towards. Also, what kind of design, what kind of colors do you want for your wedding? You know, think about all of that and put that on your vision board so that you can see it clearly and it doesn't confuse you. A tip for your vision board is downloading Pinterest, downloading Instagram if you don't have Instagram, downloading We Heart It. Also, you can download Google and just Google in, you know, anything you want to Google. Make sure you follow as many wedding blogs out there. There's, you know, there's Bella Nigeria weddings, there's African Sweetheart weddings, there's Love Weddings Nigeria, there's Bridal Lookbook, there's, you know, Brides, you know. And make sure you get all the bridal magazines you can get so that they can help you with the, you know, wedding planning process. So now that you've chosen a date, created your wedding budget, gotten a wedding planner and created a vision board, the next thing you should be thinking about doing is securing a wedding venue. It's so important for you to secure a wedding venue as soon as you can, because so many people are getting married. It is not just you, and the really good venues get swept up like this. Also, remember that events are happening, so not just marriages, events are happening every now and then. So people are using venues for different purposes, and Saturdays are really sought after days. So make sure you book your venue. Think about where you want to have a wedding. If you want a beach wedding, if you want a townhouse wedding, if you want a wedding in a hall or a hotel, wherever you want to have a wedding, just start Googling where you want to have your wedding and make sure you secure your venue, you know, as soon as you can. So make sure you choose a venue that can accommodate the amount of guests you want, a venue that you can bring your vision to life. Some venues don't allow you to bring the chandeliers that you want to put, you know, or hang your cake. Sometimes you might want some acrobats, or you might want some performances. So venues don't allow that. Some venues don't even allow you bring in your own food. So it's important for you to get a venue that accommodates all the requests that you have, a venue that is easy to get to, so it's accessible. You know, people don't have to spend 2 hours in traffic getting from your church or whatever they're coming from to your venue. So make sure you get a wedding venue. So now that you have your venue, now that you've created a budget, and more importantly, you have your date, you can now send out save the dates. You can take pictures, you can take pre-wedding shoots and send out whatever you want to do. Just spread the word. Even if you send an email, send something to everyone to tell them where you're getting married, when you're getting married, and, you know, give them all the information that you can. What to wear, what not to wear. I see you girls wearing white to weddings. Stop it. No. So put everything you can in your wedding invitations and send them out so that people can start planning ahead, take holiday off work. They can, you know, book their flights, book their accommodation if they're not in the same country as you are. So send out those invitations as soon as you can. So the 7th tip I have for you, almost at the end guys, is to book your main wedding vendors. So now that you've got your wedding planner, you've got the venue out of the way, and you've sent your wedding invitations, you need to start securing the main wedding vendors. What do I mean by the main wedding vendors? I mean your photographer, your makeup artist, your hairstylist, your videographer, the person doing your cake, the person doing the decoration of your hall. These are the main wedding vendors, because without them, your wedding can literally not, you know, hold. For example, if you don't have a photographer, how are you going to look back and remember the day? If you don't have, you know, catering, how are people going to eat at your wedding? So you want to make sure you get your main wedding vendors booked and out of the way, because the very good wedding vendors go like this. Everyone is looking to snatch them up real quick, so make sure you book them as soon as you can. Over 60% of the wedding would have gone once you book the main wedding vendors. So let's go to the next tip. So the next tip I have for you is to choose your bridal party. This is choosing your bridesmaids and your husband choosing the groomsmen. It's so important for you to choose your bridesmaids as soon as you can, because they're going to help you regarding your wedding planning process. So you should already have some people that you have in mind that you want to be your bridesmaids, and make sure your bridesmaids are people who can actually do the work. Everyone wants a pretty friend in their wedding pictures. I get it. There's nothing like having a furniture at your wedding. That's a pretty bride who doesn't do anything. You need someone who would actually do the work. You need people that will make your day fun. You need people that will move mountains for you and put your interest, you know, first, because it is your wedding, and people who will make the day about them. So choose your bridesmaids and your bridal party. So the next tip I have for you is to go wedding dress shopping. Now, as soon as you get engaged, you need to start thinking about what kind of dress you'd like, you know, to wear for your wedding. So make sure you know what type of dress you're going to wear, or you have a clue of how you would want to look on your day. You could say, I want to look like a princess, I want to come to slay, whatever you want. Make sure you have an image in your head of how you want to look, and start going wedding dress shopping. Wedding dress shopping can be very stressful. It can take a long time, and also remember that your wedding dress, if it's being made for you, can take at least 6 months, you know, to get done. So you don't really have a lot of time. So you want to make sure you leave enough time to not only get the dress made, but to try it on and to go for fittings as well. You have to book as many appointments as you can. Sometimes you might not be feeling the dress. You might feel like, oh, would I ever find a dress? You need to look at many dresses, and when you go into the wedding dress shop, you say, I'm looking for a princess dress, or I'm looking for a mermaid dress. So get to know what kind of dress you want. It will be easier for you to go through the wedding planning process. And there's something I would say, wedding dresses on the rack or on models are nowhere what they look on the model as what they look on you. So be careful with that when you're screenshotting pictures or keeping pictures. The next tip I have for you is to book your honeymoon. You pay for the relevant vendors. Once you've booked your venue, send out your dates, and you know you're just sailing through the wedding planning process, you want to book your honeymoon, because your honeymoon gives you something to look forward to, you know. So you want to book your honeymoon as soon as you can. Go on the internet, go to travel agents, go to airline websites, you know, and just look for what kind of, you know, honeymoon you want to go. So do you want to go for a beach honeymoon, or do you want to go for a city honeymoon or safari? So think about what kind of honeymoon you want and book it ASAP. I kid you not, but once you have your honeymoon booked and you're going through the wedding planning process, honestly, that's all you'll be thinking about. Like, I can't wait to go here, I can't wait to go here, I can't wait to relax. So make sure you book your honeymoon as soon as you can. Now we've come to the end of this video, and I've got one bonus tip for you guys, and that is to create a healthy regime. So that means working out, eating right, drinking loads of water, and trying to live stress-free. You want to look your best on your wedding day, because these are pictures that are going to be around forever. So you want to look your best. So make sure you drink a lot of water. They always recommend for you to drink at least 2 liters. You also need to eat right. It's so, like, your skin will look so good if you eat right. You don't want to be breaking out everywhere in your wedding pictures, and you don't want to be insecure on your wedding day. You want to be secure and confident to shine and take pictures and slay the day. So make sure you try to work out at least 3 to 4 times a week. Try to drink as much water as you can and eat right. And I hope this video has been informative. There's a lot of it is common sense, and a lot of it, if you've been a bridesmaid and if you've helped someone plan a wedding. I just wanted to reiterate all these points, so that as a bride, you're, you know, thinking, oh, I need to book my venue, I need to book this vendor, I've not booked my makeup artist, you know, I don't have a vision board, I don't know what my wedding is going to look like. So hopefully this video has helped, you know, a bride to be or someone out there to, you know, start planning their wedding and to make it more stress-free. So please subscribe, give a thumbs up to this video so that I can make more useful videos for you guys. And please subscribe, because I'm gonna have so many giveaways and so many videos coming. And also ask me any question you'd like to ask me. Honestly, if you're getting married, I'd love to hear from you. If there's anything that is stressing you out right now, send me an email, comment below, and I will reply to it. So follow me on Instagram at Get Wedding Ready. Follow me on Facebook, which is Get Wedding Ready with Wura Manola, and also on Twitter it's Wura Manola. And also, if you want to follow me personally, it's at Wura Manola on everything. So I wish you all the best to your wedding planning process, and I hope it goes as smooth as possible soon. I'm Wura Manola again, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Bye!